Hey, it's Lloyd Bourgeois. And if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, why in the world are we filing a claim against my own insurance? I didn't cause this crash. Why should my insurance get involved? Aren't my rates going to skyrocket? I get it. You already paid enough in insurance. The last thing you want is your own insurance punishing you for something that wasn't your fault. Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is one of the most common concerns we hear. So I put this video together to walk you through why we sometimes file claims with the own insurance company, what it really means for your case, and what it definitely does not mean for your wallet. Now, personal injury cases can get a little complex when it comes to insurance. If you got the other driver's liability insurance, then there's your collision, comprehensive, MedPay, UIM coverage, maybe even more if you were working or there were multiple vehicles involved. But let's zero in on the big question. Why are we filing with your insurance when the other person caused the crash? There are three main reasons, and they're all designed to protect you. First, you have to prove you had insurance at the time of the crash. Why? Because in Louisiana, we have the no pay, no play law. Basically, this law states that if you didn't have valid insurance when the crash happened, you could lose the first $100,000 of your injury claim and the first $100,000 in your property damage, even if it wasn't your fault. That's a huge penalty. So by filing a claim with your own insurance, we create the documentation that proves you did have the coverage. It protects you from this harsh law being used against you. Second, and this one's big, you paid for the coverage. You've probably been paying for it for years. Maybe it's collision coverage. Maybe it's MedPay. Maybe it's uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. But the truth is, we don't always know up front what the other driver's insurance situation is. They may have presented an insurance card at the scene, but not actually have insurance. They may be underinsured for the amount of damages you sustained in the crash. They may not have coverage at all. They might even disappear after the crash. So we file early with your own insurance because you did nothing wrong, you paid for this coverage, and we would like to have all of your options on the table. We want to make sure if you do need your own coverage later, it's ready. It's already been set up. No last minute scrambling, no delays, no denials over paperwork or timing. You paid for it and you need it. We want you to be able to use it. Third, and this is important, your rates cannot legally go up just because you filed a claim for something that was not your fault. Louisiana law protects you here. If you're using coverage like MedPay, your comprehensive or collision coverage, or even your UIM coverage, and you were not at fault, your insurance cannot go up. The insurance company cannot raise your premiums for using the coverage you paid for. There's no penalty. Now, if it turns out we don't need to use that coverage, great, we can close it out. But if we do need it, we've already got it set up and we're not losing time or leverage. Here's a quick recap. Here's why we're filing a claim with your insurance even though the crash wasn't your fault. We need to prove you had insurance to protect you from Louisiana's no pay, no play law. You paid for this coverage. It's there to help when you need it. And right now, you might. And third, there's no penalty for using your own insurance when the crash isn't your fault. Your rates won't go up. So if we set up a claim with your insurance, know that it's a smart, proactive step. It just means we're making sure every door is open to get you what you need. I hope this clears some things up. I know insurance stuff can feel overwhelming, especially when you're already dealing with the injury and trying to get your life back on track and you don't want any more expenses in your life. I'm Lloyd Bourgeois. Thanks for watching. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. When you want to win, you got to give them the L.